Good day, everybody. Today we are here for week 2 of the PMPL Extreme Low Tier Draft League, going up against Gunk and the Mother of Moths. Gunk has a pretty scary team on paper, just looking at it. The Klefki, Drifblim, and Morpeko are probably some of the better mods in this format. Drifblim, obviously, we have plenty of experience with. I've been using it in the PUDL and it's putting in work. It is a Terra Captain in that format, and on this one, but I still think its innate qualities are just so good that it's gonna function really well in this format, even without access to Terra. Piloswine is another great mon. I was considering drafting it. Ice Ground is just, it's Mammo for this tier, basically, because that's 100 attack. That's still, like, really good, especially for this format. Sneasel's fast and hits hard. Sneasler if they took away the cheese. So it's not as good, but still something to note. Obviously, you got the keys. It's great typing, sets up hazards, can set up sweep like Calm Mind, Sword Power. Morpeko has Aura Wheel, which is 110 base power, dark or electric move, and knockoff, and rapid spin, and a bunch of other stuff. Parting shot. It's gonna be pretty annoying to deal with. Thwacky's got that priority Glassy Glide on it. That's pretty much all you need to know about it. I'm not super scared about it, but it's definitely something to take note of. Terra Barbesta is kind of a joke. Munchlax I honestly kind of respect though. I honestly really like the Munchlax pick. I think it's a cool, like, little bulky wall. Terra Golduck is definitely something to know. I'm pretty sure they popped off with it last week, if I remember correctly, with like Terra Dragon or something. But this thing is definitely something to keep in mind. A Terra user, open Terra with Calm Mind is definitely a scary thing to think about, so, or go like Manual Rain with Swift Swim or something. You gotta keep that in mind. Chumeko is just kind of a little support thing. Not super worried about it, but it does have Heal Bell, so that's a thing that it can do. So, first off, we're rocking out with the FizzDef Sableye. This is pretty much here to invalidate any setup that Sneasler wants to do, or fake Sneasler, whatever you call it. Spreads burns, can take a hit from Klefki, helps out with Thwacky as well, and like physical Golduck, Piloswine. Obviously, just Priority Willow is just so good. I do gotta remember that I cannot burn the Morpeko because it is dark and it is immune to Prankster, but it's not really what I'm here for. I'm mainly here for the Sneasel to just kind of invalidate it and just slow down the rest of the team. Keep myself healthy with recover, knock off items. Light Screen is a move that I can click on the switch, because if they do decide to swap to Klefki or Drifblim or something and I click Light Screen, it makes them a lot less scary and I can deal with them by switching to something else a lot easier. Next up, we got Blissey. We're rocking out with Calm Mind, Soft Boiled, Shadow Ball, and Seismic Toss. This is my anti-Drifblim tech, pretty much, because a Drifblim really can't do anything versus me. It can't really recover with Strength Slap because I have no attack, and it can't really boost through me because I can boost alongside it with Calm Mind and Shadow Ball. Soft Boiled to keep myself healthy, and Seismic Toss so I can be able to pretty much 1v1 the Klefki as well. So I'm not super worried about getting swept by any of the Calm Mind sweepers, Golduck as well. So that's what's pretty nice about this. Rocking out with Corvisquire, Terra Poison. This is another anti-Sneasel, anti-Thwacky tech that I've got. With the Terra Poison, I'm not super threatened by either of them. I can pivot around with U-Turn, I can remove hazards with Defog on this week. And I mean, it's not much to say. I got Brave Burn on it, so I can hit those two super effectively. I can kind of play some mind games with the Piloswine as well, because you don't know if you want to click the ground or ice move before I Terra. So that's something I might be able to use to my advantage as well. And I can also pivot into Klefki too, so that's kind of nice. Next up, we got Endure, Custep, McGregor, Colossal. This is here. So Morpeko is kind of a monster into my team, and I kind of got this in order to help to deal with it. Because basically the idea is I can either Will-O-Wisp it if I get the chance. It does get Stomping Tantrum, so I need to watch out for that, but I do got Endure Custap Berry. So it gives me more opportunities to potentially burn it with Flame Body if it wants to go for a contact move, like Knockoff or whatever. Or Aura Wheel or any of those contact moves, I can just keep enduring and potentially burn it with Flame Body and then make it a lot easier to deal with. Same goes for, again, all those other contact attacks. Piloswine doesn't make contact, but because Crash and EQ don't make contact, but like Sneasel, Thwacky, If any of those get out of hand, I do have this on deck to help deal with them. I did Flamethrower as my attack of choice, so I can have a way to hit Clef Key. And then I got Rest, so that way I can like live on 1 with Endure, and then pop a Custap Rest, and then potentially get like 2 or 3 more Flame Bodies out of it before it goes down. So I think that's a pretty cool idea. We're finally bringing the Eelektross, the first round captain, off the bench, and it kind of has an insane matchup here because Electric is pretty good into this team. They do have the Pillow Swine, but once it gets knocked, and I can click it dies to like 2 or 3 Giga Drains after it loses EVL. So I'm not super worried about that. I think this is going to put in a lot of work. I can heal from grassy terrain. I can U-turn, hits the 2 other electric resists, which is cool. It lets me swap out of them and hit them for hard, super effective damage. So I expect this to put in a lot of work this week. And lastly, we're rocking out with Victory Bell again. This is another like anti-Morpeko measure that we've got with Strength Sap, a lot of different TVs. Knockoff obviously moves items. Protect is a thing that I have because it lets me kind of control the aura wheel, provided they're not running Protect themselves. If they're a Dark type and I Protect, then they turn back into an Electric type, and then they can't hit me as hard, and I can just Strength Sap. So it kind of gives me a way to play around that and give me some more agency in that matchup, which I think is pretty cool. As well as just being a nice scouting tool versus like a Scarf, something, or any choice item really. So that's the team we're rocking out with this week, and let's get into the match. Let's go. Here we are, week 2. Let's have some fun. We've got finally bringing Eelektross off the bench. Hopefully he can put in some work. A little nervous about this matchup, I'm gonna be honest. Some scary threats on my opponent's side, but I have faith and determination that I will succeed in my end goal of winning. So let's hopefully see this come to fruition. Terra Water on the Golduck confirmed. What do we see? Morpeko, Sneasel, Chimecho. Who's not here? There's no keychain. Huh? No keys. And no Thwacky. They do bring the Drifloon. Do I still... I was worried about, like, a keys lead. So there's no spikes. Okay. So I'm a little less scared of knockoff now. Original lead was this? I think I still like this as a lead. It's still good into... If they do want to lead Stealth Rock Pylo, I can just knock it off. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I think it's a pretty good lead into everything. I can U-turn. I can kind of play around the other mons pretty easily too. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. I'm not sure if this is a perfect lead, but it's probably as close as I can get. What do we see? Golduck. Okay, great lead. And it's Terra Water, so this is perfect. Actually perfect lead. I believe this is a perfect U-turn opportunity. Actually, let me just make sure I'm not going to get one shot by like Specs Hydro Pump before I do that. Yeah, Specs Hydro Pump absolutely blows me away, so I'm not even gonna tempt fate, and we're just gonna go make the Blissey play. It's not Terra Fighting, so I'm very much not super scared of it. They opt not to switch out, so I should be generally okay. Worst thing we could see is probably a knockoff. Also, Cloud9 is kind of a cool tech for sand and stuff. Maybe it's like Scarf Flip Turn. Yeah, that would make sense. 667 to 471. $196 damage. $196, so like it's not banded, it's probably Scarf. This thing I need to go into U4, I believe. I think this is the best thing I have to handle it. Let me just run some calcs, check my notes actually. I did calc versus this. Yeah, choice band, this thing cannot 2 a KO, so let's do this. And this thing doesn't learn knockoff. Worst thing it could do is poison me. But it doesn't get Dire Claw either. It does opt with the Toxic, good play on their part. Is Willow free? That's the question. Is Willow a free click? They could go hard more Pico on a read. I think a knockoff is my safest play. Light Screen isn't super necessary this matchup because it's not Terra Fighting Duck. I'm gonna go for the knockoff. Get some free progress on something. Toxic on this really is annoying though. What are they? What are their switch-ins? More Pico? Just because Dark is immune to Prankster. I mean, a knock on anything is going to be awesome. If this stays in, I'm not super threatened. They do have to switch out. Who's this? Okay, awesome. I'd love to have this knocked off. I love that. And it was Eviolite. I love to have that knocked off. That makes EELEKTROSS' life a lot easier. Do I go EELEKTROSS or do I go Willow? I think I Willow this so that way it's just a non-threat for the rest of the game. Oh no! What, you're gonna get rocks up? Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to try to defog those later. Maybe not actually. Maybe I'll be alright. I'm not gonna tempt fate. They could just go hard more Pico. I think I do want to swap out. I'm just trying to figure out if it'd be into more Pico, right? I can go this and Terra Poison, or I can go this and like I'd have to U-turn, would I? Thunderbolt's honestly kind of a free click too. I'm gonna do this. So I think they do have to respect the Giga Drain. Although they are gonna see we are boots now. Do come in for free though. So that means I can't click Thunderbolt. I like that as an offer. Let me just calc Giga Drain damage real quick. So no item Giga Drain does a million jillion. There's not a great switch-in regardless. The other switch-in is just more Pico. Or it's Chimecho, probably. I'm gonna T-Bolt. I don't think they're gonna stay in. This might be a choke, but I don't think I lose that much if they do have to stay in. Okay, awesome, awesome. So this is gonna hit something very hard. This is Sneasel. Huge. Is that Eviolite? Probably. Yeah, that's just Eviolite offensive. I can stay in pretty freely. I don't take a lot of damage from the. I mean, actually, I take like 60%, and I do want to be healthy for the other stuff. I'm gonna swap out, but it's a Hoomst. Sableye doesn't take that much damage from anything. Immune to fighting, resist poison, and everything else is whatever. So I can just go into this and pop a recover. They do make the double, but I don't think I'm threatened by much. I'm not. Yeah, no, I can recover in front of this. Surely. That play also covers if I go for T-Bolt again, so... How much am I threatened by this? Do I have to burn first, or can I opt to recover? I can recover once, but they didn't even swap out last time. I'm gonna go for Willow. Okay, they do have to stay in. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I made a risky play and it paid off. Earthquake. We should be able to eat this pretty well, probably like 30%. Not even. We'll take our recover here and then swap out then. And now EELEKTROSS can come in even more freely versus this. Will they opt to stay in is the question. Probably not, but then again, we don't know what their switch is. I'm thinking it's more Pico. They're still staying in though. Probably just want to sit on me and just let me slowly die to poison. I can recover one more time before I swap out though. Get some burn chip on this too. Who are we gonna see? This was something we saw before. Is this a Golduck? Yeah. This being physical is actually quite annoying. Actually, don't I just stay in and burn it then? It could be mixed with Hydro Pump, but is that a risk I want to take? I kinda do. Sneasel's at half. Pillow-Swine is already burnt. I'm not super helpful versus more Pico anyway. And if I burn this, it means Blissey can beat this. And I do think Flip is coming out. I'm gonna make another risky play and go for it. And now Blissey can sit on this for sure. It is mixed, so I think we're gonna lose Sableye here. Alright, that's fine though. Did a ton of work. Could be Scarf. Let's think. That's the set I'm thinking right now. I can go to this and defog too. How much do I take from this? 252 Terra Water Surf. We just assume. It's like max. Take too much. So it's gotta be Lee or Sugar Sean, and I'm leaning towards Lee. Knocking it off wouldn't be bad either. Is there a move I can just kind of throw out? I can Poison Jab, there's no Steel type. Versus going this and I just Seismic Toss. I think I'd rather do this. How much does an Ice Beam do? 50. Do I knock then? Or jab? If they are Scarf and they switch out, probably Drifblim is the switch in, right? Probably. So let's... I think I'd rather jab versus that actually. Because it's unburdened and I want the poison on it. Jab also just gets good damage on this. And Pylo Swine if they want to go into that. Alright, what's the switch? Nobody. This is something new, right? Can we get a poison versus this, please? No. Okay. I can stay in one turn and be relatively unthreatened, or I think I need to go to this and start Calm Minding, actually. Because I don't want to mess around with this, and if it does throw off a status move, I'm Nat Cure. So let's see what we're dealing with. It is Shadow Ball, so it's probably... I guess that doesn't really tell us anything, if it's offensive or a pivot set or what. I can Seismic Toss here, or I can Soft Boil. Then Soft Boil is probably safer. I just don't want to give Sneasel a free switch, now that Sableye dead. How much does Kirky take from this? If I do want to make that double. Kirky can kinda take a hit. Okay. I'm kinda down for that. I guess if it's like... No. Yeah, I'm not worried about I would have to Soft Boil and then go Kirky. We're gonna go Kirky. I need to get this Terra Poison off. I'm too scared of Sneasel right now. This is not Sneasel. I don't know how I feel about this. Is this faster than me? 65. No, it's not. Well, I have speed invested in this, right? Yes, I should be faster. So I can pop the Terra Poison. I can't defog, but I can just do this. And then do this. And then just swap in to Sneasel later. I just want to get rid of my Stealth Rock weakness and get my resist for Sneasel ready. I say Sneasler, I mean Hisui and Sneasel, it's the same thing. But, like, worse. I actually have no clue what this is gonna do. If this is a Calm Mind set, I think Blissey still beats it. You'd have to be like Calm Mind Psy Shock or something. And even then, I can still just Seismic Toss you, because I don't think this can heal. Get some solid ship. Shine that go. This is a bulky set for sure then. It might even be just Fizz Death. Yeah, we always go into this. Now's our Soft Boil opportunity. I ran leftover. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's terrible. I really feel bad about sacking Sableye now. I forgot. Or I didn't account for this. Okay. Probably gonna swap out here. Do I need to Soft Boil it? I don't think so. What's the switch in? There kinda isn't one. It's like Sneasel or Pylo Swine. So probably just need to start getting Chip. Does this get... it gets Healing Wish, does it get regular Wish? Yes it does. So let's Seismic Toss. Honestly, I could Calm Mind. I didn't even know this got taunt. Can't Calm Mind now. Just gonna start putting the hurt on him. I should not have thrown away Sableye. I really... wow. I really messed up. I can just kind of sit and get accumulated leftovers recovery though. gonna toss out a Shadow Ball. I do think a Wish is coming out. And I do want more chip on this. I'm assuming this is Fizz stuff just based on the U-turn damage. Doing that little. Shadow Ball actually doesn't do that much more than Seismic Toss anyway. Probably shouldn't have done this. Because I'm just revealing a move for no reason. Unless for some reason they go Drifloom and then I'm just a crazy person. But I'm pretty nervous right now. Nobody. I saw this before, but I forgot who this was. Oh, I'm cracked. Never mind. Look at that. Oh. Ooh, I'm crazy. That's perfect. I just stay in front of this. Strength Sap is going to heal all of nothing from me. I'm just going to keep healing up and chipping this down. The Wish isn't even in the air. If it is, if it even has Wish. Let me get some more chip, please. I should have Seismic Tossed, actually. That's the rat. That's... yeah. I do have Colossal and Victory Bell for this. Doesn't matter which one I go first. The rocks are up. I guess now that what's it called is in play, the Heal Bell, I guess Burn isn't that important, but it does slow this down, especially now that it is the Dark type. And I think Victory Bell's gonna take 1,000,000 from that. Okay, let's see. It actually doesn't do anything. And this is more threatening than this. Would I rather click Flamethrower or Poison Jab, though? Probably... I don't want Golduck coming in. I'd rather have this. And in the worst case scenario where Knockoff comes out, knocking off Boots on this is probably better than losing Cussed Up. Yeah. Why did that do so much? Is that banded? Why did that do so much? $217? Yeah, that's banned. Okay. Do I live this? On a roll that's not in my favor. I don't know if this is worth keeping around now. I don't think it is. I'm just gonna Strength Sap and hope I live. Alright, I guess I get something out of this, maybe. Losing Boots is unfortunate. That's a solid HP. I always go Lee on this, right? Or I can just Protect on a potential double. I like that. Strength Sap or double, I think, are the two plays, so we're gonna do this and Scout. Alright, now that we know this is Choice Band, I think we have to go Cola next time. Well, actually, now that it is Choice Band, Victory Bell is pretty... like, Protect Victory Bell is pretty good. I'm only scared of Dark Aura Wheel, so I can come in on this, like, for free as long as it's not in the Dark form. Shadow Ball. We still don't know what the set on this is. This could even be like specs. Although I don't know why you would do that into a Blissey. Shadow Ball honestly isn't doing that much damage, so I'm gonna make a hard read and say that you're gonna swap out because you're scared of Blissey. It didn't work, but I think I lived this, and I think this kills. So that's good. Get this out of the way. Oh, am I dead? Or did I live on like 1? I think I lived. Oh, I lied. No, I did not. But I do get a clean switch, so that's kind of not terrible. I need this clean switch too. Scary game, scary game. Gold deck would make the most sense. Morpeko would also make sense. So I think the best play is probably this, now that we know it's not specs. Okay, I'm not mad about this. Actually, I kind of am. I do live anything this wants to do, but I don't kill this. So I'd be trading my item and up to 75% of my HP for 61 to 73%. I don't think that's worth it. I'm just gonna do this. Sacrifices have to be made. Yeah, that's expected. Can we get a burn? No. I have a couple different options here. I can rest, or I can flamethrower, or I can just toss out a Willow, honestly. I really like Willow here, actually. Since there's 4 physical attackers and a Chimecho. I can rest on Chimecho if that comes out too. Just don't miss. We already missed 1. That should be our miss tax for the game. Don't miss more than 1, please. I think we're gonna see a gold deck come out here. That's Piloswine. We do connect, so EELEKTROSS can swap into this now. Cool. Kirky can kind of swap into this, but I hate to get that knocked off. Also, Earthquake. Can I win with Calm Mind Blissey? That's a question. I think it comes down to if this thing has Cross Chop or not, but I don't think I even take that much from Cross Chop. I don't think. Cross Chop might 2-KO me though. And there's a whole Sneasel, so I don't think I win yet. And a Choice Band thing, so I'm gonna save that. And I want to go into this, is what I'm thinking. Or I just... no, I can't stay in. That's not what I want. I feel like this isn't a great play because it's very predictable, but I think... I don't know what I'm kind of in a pickle and I don't know what else I can do. They didn't swap out though. They did not swap out. What do we see? Roar. Oh. That's a great neutral move. How well do I take an Earthquake from this? We don't have any numbers on its build. Earthquake actually shouldn't do that much. If it's max attack adamant, Its max roll is only 123. I think I can Rooster Fog. Is it to a KO? 123. Yes, it can. Am I threatened by anything that switches in? Yes. I'm gonna defog. I'm gonna make another Versity play. We're faster, actually. So that was a great play. And they opt to roar. Perfect. Perfect. If we get EELEKTROSS? Perfect. That was a perfect sequence. That was a perfect turn. And this, I'm pretty sure, is in Giga Drain range. Now that the Eevee has been knocked off. Yeah, this is, if it is not like max Spadef, it dies to Giga Drain. Should I do it? I think so. Nothing is a super great switch in anyway. Gonna knock that out. Excellent. Question is, how am I gonna get taken advantage of right here? Sneasel could come in. The rocks are gone though, so that is huge. Getting rid of rocks was actually so big. More Pico can come in. I do live anything from this. Do I want to U-turn into McGregor and then Endure, or do I just go hard McGregor now? I think I do that. I think I live a knockoff anyway from this range. And we're really just rolling to burn. I think the worst way this can go is if they lock into Aura Wheel right now. Because then it'll turn into a dark type move next turn. And that's what they do. Oh, but we still live. McGregor. The champion. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. I should have just flamethrower because now it's gonna, yeah, maybe I messed up. I should have probably let this go down. So that way I can get EELEKTROSS in on an electric move. I'm gonna try again. We do get it though. Perfect. Can we get a burn, please? Does that move not make contact? You're running into me. Does Aura Wheel make contact? I'm gonna opt to... I think I'm dead here, but on the off chance I'm not, what do I do? Flamethrower or Willow? I think I still Willow. Actually, I'm a Flamethrower because it puts it in range and Chimecho can get shipped. Where is the burn? Oh, Aura Wheel doesn't make contact. Oh. Lol. Lamau. Now EELEKTROSS has a perfect opportunity to come in. Just double checking some damage. Yeah, Bandit Aura Wheel doing 17 to 21. Perfect. I think I U-turn, or I. What is the switch in? If they're scared of like close combat or something, there really isn't a switch in though. I can T-bolt too, and then the next time I come in, I guarantee kill. How much does a Dark Aura Wheel do to me? Oh, I'm reading this as burnt. I'm very bad. Yeah, an electric Aura Wheel hurts and a dark Aura Wheel is hurting a lot, so... How much am I recovering if I Giga Drain, honestly? I'm gonna Giga Drain, since I'm just looking for a mid-ground play anyway. I just need to get in range of U-turn. .248. This Aura Wheel is definitely killing, so I think I need to just sack. And then kind of try to win with this. And I think Blissey is the play. If only I'd protect on this. Maybe I messed up. Well, I had to. At least I don't die. I need to sack somebody. I just don't know who. I don't know if I'm more likely to win with Blissey versus Sneasel or Corvusquire versus Golduck. Because I need. The problem is they're both faster than everything, and I need something to handle them. And it's probably Blissey if I can heal. But I'm too low HP now, so we're just gonna try a soft world, see what happens. Well, the problem is now it's a dark type again. So I think I messed up. I think I was supposed to let Corv die. I have to, yeah. So here's what I do. I go to Corv and I U-turn. I think I messed up. I made too many mistakes this game. So regardless of if I die or not, then I get to swap out into EELEKTROSS for free. Maybe I tunnel visioned on this too hard in the endgame. This is very frustrating. Okay, so this lives, so maybe I can get some use out of this somewhere. Pico actually just died. Hold on. Well, obviously I have to do this. I think there's a small chance I win, but it's very difficult. I think Golduck into Sneasel actually just cleans up, actually. Maybe not. Is there any way I can win with Kirky? If I get it a clean switch. 252. Surf, Golduck, Terra Water. 2 a KO. I don't think so. Do I stay in with this or do I swap out? And maybe if they mess up and Toxic or something, that might be the only way. I need to preserve HP on EELEKTROSS, right? Okay. And I guess I just lock into Thunderbolt here. Maybe I should have Giga Drained. Crap. I think I messed up. Maybe that's what that was my one way to win. It was like a crit Giga Drain. Because Giga Drain with this has no HP and is -2. It still doesn't kill. But it was my only hope, I think. So I probably should have done that. I think that's a wrap. Let me just log all the tingies. That's unfortunate. Kind of frustrating, but at the end of the day, my opponent played better. It is that simple, and it always is. What was the last mon? Chimecho. So yeah, GG's to my opponent. GG's to Gunk. Played well. Terra Water Golduck was a good brain. The physical side was definitely a right call. Because it meant Blissey was a lot worse. and I didn't really have great switch-ins into it, other than like Victory Bell, which I didn't play that well at all. What else? I didn't know Aura Wheel didn't make contact either. I think throwing away Sableye was also a blunder. Alright, Hiko's just really hard to switch into. Dark and Electric hits my team pretty hard. Especially when you can just lock into one move like that, because my Dark Resist is Tinkatuff. I mean, that's like the closest thing I could have brought, I guess. Or like maybe some Shadow Tag Gothita variant. I don't know. But yeah, well played to my opponent. I'm not mad at all. Still a good game. So GG's, and I will see y'all next week. Take it easy.